So I grew up in Trumbull, Connecticut, had a great childhood, great family, and a couple friends invited me out one night and introduced me to crack cocaine. And it was a friend that I trusted, so of course I tried it, didn't know nothing about it, and that's all that she wrote, you know. My life started going downhill.
Well, my name is Harold. I'm from New Haven. When I became a teenager, there were things that I wanted that we couldn't afford. Eventually, I wanted to make more money, and I started selling drugs, and it became a way of life for me. I got caught up into the life. I took it into my marriage. I worked and I sold drugs, and that took up 80% of my time. And my family, my son and my wife, they probably got 10, 20% of my time. I was gone. And eventually my marriage broke down. And when my marriage broke down, the problems began, and I started using. And I've been on that roller coaster for a while.
My life was actually great up until the point where I started using. When I started using, it's like everything just snowballed. I knew I wanted to go to a program. I knew I wanted to do something that would help me with my addiction. So as I'm walking down Pembroke, I took a left, right? And I seen Tyrell outside. And I looked to my left and it said Pivot. And I remember Pivot, you know, it was a Christian drug program. My cousin went there years ago, so I went inside and I talked to Tyrell, and that's all she wrote. He got me in, and it was the best decision I made. This is a phenomenal place. It's just, you know, they deal with your addiction, they deal with spiritual life, and everything that comes at you. They teach you how to deal with it, you know. And it's been the best decision I've made. I'm going to see it through 100%.
I knew I needed to get away and go someplace and to get myself right. And turned on the computer. And I looked for a program. I said, I need to find me a program that's spiritually based. And lo and behold, Pivot pops up. I came into a place that was filled with so much love. I mean, from the moment that I first stepped on campus, the first person I saw was Ron Bay. And he embraced me with so much love. It's like I had no choice but to give the place a chance. The classes that we have here, they gave me a lot of insight. But I think my biggest help here has been my therapist. What I was able to do here and do with Charlie is I let so many things out of myself, and I finally felt the true essence of freedom.
For all of you guys that are watching, just pray that I restore my family, that we come back together as a whole, and that I could be a great support to my family and love them and cherish them with every bit of my heart.
My prayer request is that if you can just find it in your hearts before you go to bed tonight, I need you to just say an extra prayer for that one that's out there suffering. Say that extra prayer for me, because I'll be praying for myself, and I will say a prayer for you. And I just thank you for hearing me.